Hi.
Welcome to Rink Rookie, your guide to the NHL. I am Ashley, your co-host.
And I'm your other co-host, Arielle, and welcome back to our podcast.
And we are on the Stanley Cup Finals of 2024.
Yay.
What a wild ride it's been so far. I feel where Game 4 just happened. This is the same day. It's just like an hour after the game ended, I think. I was anticipating a sweep, but that's not what happened. And we're going to talk about it.
You were expecting a sweep?
Yeah.
Wow. Even I thought the Oilers were going to come back.
Well, I think once it got to, once you put the Stanley Cup in the arena of the game, I feel like it's just over. But now it's going to be I'm anticipating it every time now because it's there. And so, yeah, I want to be hopeful, but yeah.
Yeah, we're still house divided.
It's not that I'd even be upset. Yes, I've been very sad after the games they've lost, Edmonton specifically. But I think it's been sad because it's they're not, I don't know. There's just no chance. I feel like Florida's so strong and it's just kind of a bummer. And obviously I'm not sad in that. I think that they deserve it more because obviously they're just not playing better. So does that make sense? Obviously Florida deserves it. I'm happy if they win because they've fought so hard and done so much. So
I feel like Leon Draisaitl would disagree with you. He feels that they do deserve it. At least going on his
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you just say things in the moment, how you're feeling, but especially when they catch them right after they get off the ice, I feel like that's so baity, trying to get the emotions that you want. That's gonna get you those clickbait titles or have people say things like that, and it's just I feel like it's not necessarily fair because he's not thinking about it and being smart about what he's saying, and I feel like that's true. Anytime you talk to a player right after an emotional win or loss.
Do you think that they've been playing bad? Because I think the first game was the shutout in the series. That was just brutal. I really thought that they were at least gonna have one score in there.
Did you watch the other games?
Oh yeah, I watched every single final game so far.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I don't think they played very well in the first game. I think the third game they definitely played really well. It was they finally slowly started to get better. First game was where are you? Second game, okay, I can see you a little, but I need more. Third game, okay, here you are. They're just doing so well. And then this fourth game, it was just night and day. But we've definitely jumped the gun a little bit. How have you been, Arielle?
Oh, I guess. Hey, we're in it. I've been good. It's hot. I don't have anything
It's so hot.
Games I get to watch in a pool, so that's kind of fun.
That's true luxury right there. Truly, I can't imagine anything more bougie.
Watching hockey in a pool.
Yeah, that just sounds so nice and relaxing. I get so stressed, but it's I could just float away if I was just over it.
Just drown myself.
You get me.
That's what I felt like doing when Dallas lost.
Oh, no.
I was watching it in the pool and I was like, all right, this is it for me.
It's fine. It's fine. I've even had thoughts now that I'm just, I guess, jumping back in again. Would Dallas be playing? How would Dallas be playing right now if they had gone to the final instead, which is what I had on my final bracket? I don't know. There's no reason to think about that because obviously Edmonton was the better team in that series. So just
I have been seeing some things going around that okay, how would have Dallas? And I think the other one was the Canucks or the Canucks, the Penguins, and Dallas. For some reason, I've been seeing Penguin conversations, but if they would have at least made it to a certain point, they're okay, they would have at least been trying a little harder than whatever the Oilers were doing the first two games.
Yeah, it's so easy to say that, but it's not what's happening because that's just
I know.
not the team that was the better team. And so it's just you can say that all day and it's I guess it's fun to play with the what ifs, but that's just not realistic, I guess. I don't know. I forget the Penguins almost were in the playoffs because of that Philly Capital whatever nonsense. That I guess that makes sense now. I'm thinking Pacific or Western Conference, not Eastern Conference.
Well, I mean, I feel like the Pacific Conference is just stronger overall. I don't know. They're just they're all so tired, and now it's becoming so obvious how tired everyone is.
It's the battle of who's the most tired.
Who's gonna win?
I guess we can jump into this first game of the Stanley Cup Finals, and it was obviously the Edmonton Oilers. They beat Dallas and 6 games, I think it was.
Yes.
The first game of the final started Saturday, June 8th in Florida, and the Panthers beat the Oilers 3-0 in a shutout. This game made me really sad. I was just can I just have 1 point, please? Just one. I just want 1 point, please.
Shots on goal, and the shots on goal were 32 for Edmonton and 18 for Florida for that game. And And Florida even had more penalty minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just like, it was a bad game. Like, they played very well. It's definitely seen there in the stats. Yeah, Bob was working his ass off, and I think he got first star. Yeah, Sergei Bobrovsky had the first star of the game.
Yes,
Carter
he did.
Verhaeghe was second, and then Evan Rodriguez. Yeah, I think he scored 2 of those goals. No,
Yeah,
that was a different game.
That was the other game.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of the games.
I know. Yeah, Rodriguez has been killing it in the playoffs.
He's trying to be the elite Evan in the playoffs.
Oh, Bouchard, yeah, but I think Bouch scored today, so yeah.
If he didn't score, I think he did get a point today.
Yeah, for sure.
Battle of the Evans.
Evan, one of the names that's not on the cup yet. I knew I saw a list going around. There's like no Connors on there either. It's like, how's that possible?
I know. I feel like those are pretty basic names, but I guess. There's about to be a first.
I know. One of them will be on there. And then the next game 2, was Monday, June 10th, just a couple days later. Still in Florida. And the Oilers finally gave me the one goal I was asking for, because it was 4-1 with the Panthers winning.
And then the Panthers just did one more for shits and giggles. That's the one Rodriguez got. He was on Hattie Watch and he got first star.
Yeah, 2 goals for him.
And then Anton Lundell, second star, and Sergei Bobrovsky was third star.
So much love for Bob this series. So today was kind of a bummer when we talk about it. But the one Edmonton goal came from Matthias Ekholm with an assist from Connor McDavid and then Evan Bouchard. But yeah, this was that game where it was, I could feel the Oilers really starting to maybe show a little bit of sign of life. Especially I think they got that first power play. So it's like, okay, let's do this. And I felt like it was going good, but then the Panthers, their like penalty kill is just so good.
I think what I've noticed with the Panthers, which I've noticed all season, is that they rush their opponent. And I don't know if they play man on man?
I think so. I don't really watch them in the normal season, so I'm not 100% sure.
Well, if they do play man on man, I'm going to have to look at that up to confirm or deny. But if they do, then I feel like they're the only team that has made me understand it, because I feel like they're really good at it.
Yeah, I will be paying attention next game to see if that is the case, because I haven't really noticed. I do want to watch them, I think, going into the next season. Also keep continuing to keep an eye on the Oilers, just because I want to see the same performance from them like throughout the season, and maybe be cool to do a matchup. I don't think that's ever happened, has it?
A what?
Like a double rematch?
I don't know.
Something I kind of want to look up. Not right now, but I know it was at AHL. They have their double matchup this year, because it was last year the Hershey Bears and Coachella Valley, and this year again it's the Hershey Bears and Coachella Valley. So
that's right.
Yeah.
And so Firebirds lead that, right?
Yeah, they won yesterday, so 1-0. I'm going to game 4. What day did they play next?
The 13th? Yes, the 13th. And the Panthers won.
So, yeah, they were in Edmonton now. Somebody played this game. They've had musical artists before each game, and I know Shania Twain was specifically today. So,
I don't know.
Yesterday.
Because the first one was Florida, was Kid Leroy, and then it was DJ Khaled, and then I don't know who performed the third, and then today was Shania Twain.
The power of Shania Twain really was here for that. Yeah, so this Florida Edmonton game 3, 4-3. Alexander Barkov was the first star. Sam Reinhart was second, and Philip Broberg was the third. This was definitely where I could see both of these teams being more even matched, as opposed to like Panthers heavy over the Oilers most of the time. Yeah, it really felt like, okay, maybe Edmonton can pull this off and even the series, and it did not happen.
Yeah, it looks like Edmonton really put on the hits. 37 hits again, and they had more shots on goal again.
Yeah,
But Panthers dominated the faceoff. And they're not kidding. Those faceoffs really are important.
They really are. Like
today, Oilers dominated.
Oh yeah. Today's the 15th. Saturday, Panthers won 8 Oilers. So the Oilers took game 4, which could have...
Oilers won.
Did I not say that? No, I said, sorry, I meant Panthers number 1. They won. They had 1 goal.
They got 1 goal.
1 goal.
Panthers won, Oilers 8. Yes.
Yeah, not 1, but O-N-E versus W-O-N.
English.
Yeah, this was the game. I did not watch most of it. I think I turned it on towards the end of the second, just because I had started to feel like maybe I was the jinx and maybe I was the problem. And so I probably won't be watching these first couple of periods of the next game just because I'm worried. But
I didn't hear and was texting her the entire game anyway.
That's so true. I turn off all of my notifications on the NHL app, ESPN, and then Yahoo Sports, and then silence all my Discord notifications and stuff because I didn't want to see anyone live blogging. I went on Twitter on occasion, but I really didn't. I just like sat and read. I didn't want anyone to bother me. I didn't want to like feel sad because I've been so sad after these losses. So I was like trying to protect my peace in the best way that I could.
Yeah, I didn't want to like make you more sad. So like I was kind of like choosing my text to you carefully. But once they were like killing it, I was like, okay, well now I'm just gonna be texting you like crazy.
Well, now it's safe. Appreciate it. I'm gonna have to go back and read those to see if they've. I didn't feel anxious reading them because that's been my problem every time. Like,
okay,
I saw a goal notification or I saw like it was mostly the goal notifications. My like heart would start like racing. I just was like, I can't do this. I watched Bridgerton during the last game because I was just like, I can't deal with this at all. But then I still kept getting the notifications on my watch. I was like, there's no point in me like even watching this because I'm still getting anxious. But anxious not today. Because the Oilers won. And Connor McDavid broke a record, a Wayne Gretzky record for most assists in a playoff season. So I think he has 32 and Wayne's was 31. He's about 10 points away from Wayne's playoff point record, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, never say never, but...
Because he's Connor McDavid, like, you know, the best hockey player right now. So it's like, I feel like if he didn't do it, they would be like hanging over his head, or they would hang it over his head, like whether he had a choice or not. So
that's my issue. I just feel like it's not like, and it's the media and just like fans and stuff just put so much pressure on him. And it's like, what point, like, what can he do right? Because if he wins, then he's in everybody's faces and people just hate him more. But then if he doesn't win, people are mad at him because he's supposed to be good. Like, there's just, it's such a catch-22 and it just makes me so upset. I don't know. You cannot like him. You can like him. It's not my business. I've chosen to like him now. Yeah.
I think taking Bob out did kind of surprise me today.
Oh my God. Yes. I think I said it to you and I was just like, are they throwing this game to win on home ice? Which is like, you know, smart, I guess. I feel like there's more vindication and justice and whatever and sweeping a team, but you know, whatever. And then they pulled him and I was like, maybe they aren't throwing the game because Bob looked so upset and they kept showing him like panning to his like whatever, him on the bench, and he just looked so sad.
Well, he looked sad for a little bit, but then after a while they did keep going back to him and he was just like chilling on the bench, like passing pucks out. So I was just like, and then I think even Paul Maurice after the game, I don't remember what his quote was, but basically, you know, it is what it is. But he's like, but Bob got to rest. So that's a positive. And I'm like, oh shit, that totally was kind of in the plan. They just wanted to let Bob rest.
I don't know. That feels sinister and makes me kind of like, I don't know, like throwing a game just feels like stupid. And
I will say, I don't think
like
they meant
Winnie, I guess,
to lose that bad, because it did seem like at one point it was like, oh, I don't think this is on purpose, at least from my observation.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to actually know. Like, I can sit there and say all day they threw the game, but that feels, I don't know, that feels weird to say because why would you do that? But
even game one, they talked about on the panel how Bobrovsky tends to save low. So if the Oilers want to get through him, like they have to shoot high. And then I texted you today right before they took him out, or like right when they took him out, I'm like, they're shooting high today. So maybe they figured out Bobrovsky. So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like the Oilers are really good at figuring out goalies. Like, I know they know the Kings goalie so well. And I think Talbot played for the Oilers. I don't know why. I think I saw something about it. Hang on. I'm going to go fact check myself real quick. He did play for the Oilers. So they know Talbot like really well. So it makes sense why the Oilers are always so good against the Kings. I think the Kings switched out their goalies a couple of times in games with the Oilers in the first series, if I remember right. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I hope that it's not the case that they threw the game. That feels so stupid. Like now I'm thinking like it's like stuck in my head. It just like makes no sense.
It doesn't, but I'm like, I know we all kind of like say it, but I honestly don't. Because when you just want it to be over.
Yeah, but then like, do you also want to win on home ice? Like I don't know. Hard to say.
Leon Draisaitl definitely took the no points personally. He kicked ass today, and that was like a big F you to everyone else. He's like, keep my name out of your mouth.
I hate that shit where they're just like, so-and-so hasn't had this many points in this many games. I'm just like, he's one man, you know? And I know he's a high scorer and shit, but it's like, he is one person in a team of like 30 other people, 20, 28, whatever. And you're expecting just like high producing from him. And like, sure, because he does that, but is his career over because he's not producing points? Like, that's what it sounds like. Well, he hasn't scored in this many games. And it's like, okay.
Okay. Everyone else needs to step up. Well, I should have kept tally because it was kind of funny and it was also kind of annoying me. Every so often they would mention McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, and
Nurse.
oh my God, who was the other one? Was it Nurse? No,
For
someone
sure.
else. It might have been. I don't know. They're top scorers, but they kept mentioning them, and they're like, oh, after Connor scored, they're like, oh, Connor finally scored this series, and then they went down the list. They're like, but so and so, so and so, and so and so, and so and so still haven't scored, and those are the top scorers, and they kept bringing it up, and I was like, oh my God, there are other men on the team.
You would never know that. I'm trying to see who else is their top scorer, but I'm not really seeing much on this from today, at least. I have a lot of feelings about this series. I'll be happy either way. Like, if the Panthers win, like, good for them. They don't have a cup. I think that's so cool, like, to bring that a first home. Connor McDavid's not going to just, like, stop playing tomorrow if he doesn't win the cup. There's more chances, blah, blah, blah. Just like there's also more chances for the Panthers to win a cup. So, like, nobody deserves it more than the other person. Both teams are great. Both teams, like, or won the same amount of games to get into this point. And so it's just like, go whoever wins.
Yeah.
Keep seeing comparisons about the NBA finals to the Stanley Cup finals because I guess
I don't know
Dallas.
I
only know because I went to Universal City Walk yesterday before to go see a movie. And so we went to the NBC Sports Grill and all of their TVs were playing the Mavericks and the Celtics. And I think I don't want to say, but one team is winning more than the other. And it looked like it was going to sweep. But in the fourth game, the other team had a comeback by like 30 or 40 points and won the game. And then I saw a meme today and it was like somebody looking over somebody else's work. And it's like the NBA finals and the NHL finals because they are mirroring each other like
I saw
crazy.
That.
Yeah.
I think it might be the Mavericks. It's someone that Chuck went to school with, right? Or grew up with.
One of those. I saw what you're talking about, but I don't know which one.
I think it's the Maverick. I don't know. I don't want to be wrong. Like I said, I don't know jack shit about the NBA right now.
We're not a basketball podcast. I don't really follow basketball like at all.
I used to when I was younger, but not anymore. So
I mean, I watched seeing that game on TV, and I was like, I just feel like I'd be so bored at a game because the court's smaller, so there's like less room for things. And then I can't imagine being like in crypto where I watch hockey games, watching a basketball game in the same like space. I just feel like it's not as enjoyable. The like goals are there so often. I just feel like you don't get enough time to like soak it in before they're just like going to the next one. It just feels like a lot.
I don't know. I just know the difference because I have seen both live, and it is kind of funny and why I think just the hockey is more enjoyable because I don't know, basketball, like the way they just like topple over, I'm like, are you so stupid? At this point I'm like, is it because you're as tall as a tree that
his balance isn't as good?
You have to be like so, and also the noise, like I don't know, I just don't enjoy the noise of their shoes on the court. And then the back and forth is like strangely quiet. I don't know, I just don't like it.
I don't know, I'm not trying to be a basketball hater. Before we go, I just wanted to mention a really cool thing that's going to happen at the end of this month. I think it's in like a week and a half. So it's the Unconventional Sports Market, double hockey sticks on Instagram and X, Twitter now. They did a collab with the Anaheim Ducks, I think in January for Pride Night. I was actually there when they revealed all their cool merch, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I think I follow that person on Tumblr, whatever. And then we're now like, we really enjoyed talking to them, both Arielle and I, and they are holding a market. It is June 23rd from 12 to 5 p.m. if you're in the Southern California area.
And the location is going to be at Calle Cuatro Plaza, 325 East 4th Street, Santa Ana, California.
There's going to be a bunch of hockey and sports vendors. It's free to go. Wild Wing, the mascot for the Ducks, is going to be there. And then I think another mascot, I'm not sure who they're for. I think it's maybe soccer. Vintage clothing, collectibles, tattoos, sneakers, tooth gems, face painting, tabletop games. And there'll be like a quiet area. So definitely check it out if you're in the area. I'm going to try and be there, like 98% sure I'm going to go. So yeah, really excited. And then hopefully, I think they're going to do another one in September that Arielle and I will both hopefully be at the booth. And we would love to see you guys then, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. I think that's it for today.
Yep.
All right, Arielle, where can the people find you?
All right, they can find me on TikTok and Instagram at It's Arielle Garcia, Arielle Garcia, and then on Twitter at Arielle Garcia. And you, Ashley?
I am AENEWBY on Twitter and Instagram if you want to find me. And then you can go ahead and follow us on all of our socials at Rink Rookie Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the other socials that we're Rink Rookie Pod if you need to find us, or you can email us.
Rookie Rink.
Yeah. And you can also email us at rookierinkpod@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I think that's all for today. We will see you next time after the final game, whenever that may be. Hopefully not Monday or whatever the next game is.
Right. May the best team win.
Yeah. I'm manifesting so hard. Okay.
All right. Bye.